Hey guys, it's Allison here. Welcome to another Make It Monday and another video. I'm kind of enjoying making these videos, so I'm gonna keep doing them and hopefully you enjoy them. So today I'm making a Valentine's Day card for my husband, and you see here I've sort of got a few things started, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to do live on camera, so I'll do those. First of all, the white behind, that's my card base, ready to go. And that's what they call an A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2. And these are a couple of sort of cut aparts. I've been digging into my scraps for the load, which is a layout a day challenge, and I found these, and they kind of inspired me to make this card. I love this what is it, paint chip sample sort of look. And I think that would be such an awesome idea. Go to the paint store and grab a whole bunch of their reds and use actual paint chips to make cars. I mean, that would just look so cool. But anyways, this is what I have today. This part was actually supposed to be part of the next journaling card, but because this one is black, I really liked how that sort of tied it together. So the card, it's almost like it has a frame on both sides. And then I was looking for a way to dress up the center here, and I originally went into my button stash and pulled out these buttons, and as soon as I laid them down, I'm like, oh, you know, this is for my husband, and now it's starting to look quite girly. So I went digging for other buttons, and I found these ones. And you see how that just completely changes the look of the card. And I feel it's more masculine now. I mean, it's not like a burly, get out your handsaw and, you know, chop a tree down or something, but it's better. But it still, in my mind, needs a tiny bit extra. So, as you all know, I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have hung on to this stamp set. This is their Valentine's Day stamp set from many, many years ago. And I pulled out a few of the little phrase stamps, and I thought I could stamp them onto some white cardstock and then just have like a little sort of tag coming off the buttons. And, oh, and the gelato. My gelato marker. As I was laying these cards down, I felt like a red trim around the edge would be really cool. And I didn't want to add another sheet of cardstock. I didn't think I could match that perfectly. So, gelato to the rescue. So let's get that done, and then that can have time to sort of cure while the rest of the cards do. And I don't know if you've ever used gelatos before. They look kind of like a chapstick. Please don't put them on your lips though, and don't let your kids. And it's, I don't even know, it's like almost like an oily pastel, I suppose. And there are a number of ways that you can use them. You can add water and wet them down and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just going to try simply swiping them on here and see what happens. It might go horribly wrong, but you know, I have extra cardstock, so we can always switch it out. So I'm just simply drawing on the edge as if you're taking your ink pad. I like to ink around my edges, which you probably know if you've seen any of my videos. So this is sort of the same idea, but it's definitely got more color to it. It's got what they call tooth to it, so that you can feel it. So then if I bring back my cards, that just sort of helps frame everything. So I'm going to lay this card to the side. It's not that it needs to dry exactly, but I do want it to cure a bit, and I'm going to clean off my desk. Okay, so while that is drying, curing, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to stamp these, and just trying to decide if I should do it in black or in red. So I think I will do both and see which one looks the best. how juicy the stamp pad is. Some of these haven't been used in a long time, so we'll see here. Barely looks like there's anything on. Oh, that's not bad. Let's try this one. That one could be a bit juicier. Now this one I'm actually going to put on the inside of the card, so I won't bother stamping that one. Now let's try them in the black. And I'm just using Stays-On ink because I know that it is juicy enough and will stamp a good image. Now to trim those up, just need to move my card off my paper trimmer. Okay, so I've got them all trimmed out, and I'm just going to pull this back and see if I like the red or the black. I have a feeling I'm going to like the black better. Yep. Okay. So now to put the card together. I'm just going to take my fingers and sort of get rid of, there's a few, I don't know if you can see that. There's a few sort of clumps of the gelato on there. So I'm just going to take my finger and rub it and get rid of any of those extra little bits. Now my finger's all red. Okay, I've already put adhesive on the back of these, so I'll just quickly get rid of that. And this one's got some dimensional adhesive on the back. Just wanted to raise it up a little bit. And I'm going to pull off all that dimensional adhesive except for the row that's right sort of here. That way, if I need to tuck my little phrase flags underneath, I can do that without any problem. And yeah, some of these were not exactly cut straight, so I'll just grab my scissors and straighten it up as best I can. Yeah, I added a notch there, but it's going to get hidden underneath, so I'm not going to worry about that. I will get some ink on the edge of those. I'm just using my gray ink. I actually inked the edge of this card with the gray. Sorry, knocked the camera there. Okay. So, where's my, there it is. Let's get these placed down. I know I want my buttons in sort of this area here. Try and center it in the middle of the color. And do want to be able to see the words, so I'm just pulling that out a little bit. That button's a bit bigger, so it'll hide that extra bit of paper there. Oops. Must have had red on my fingers or something. It's got a bit of red on it. Oh well. And now for the buttons. I think I will just use glue dots to adhere those. Simple and easy. And I'm not going to add any thread. These would be really great with something like baker's twine or something through the holes. But I'm not going to worry about that really. I've covered up the bee. A little annoying. Might have to change my placement and go from big to small. Because I don't mind covering up a heart there, but I really want to be able to see that word. Hope it doesn't happen on this one too, but let's see. Yeah, it is going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully just move this button over so at least the buttons are in line. And they're just going to be a little bit farther out than I had originally intended. But we just got to make it changes as we go. Because you just never know what's going to happen once you start putting things together. Okay, now I just need to add my last little sentiment on the inside. So this one, yes. Oh, you can see I've got some red on the back of that. I'll have to try and clean that off. And my card is all done. So if you're anything like me, you've probably got stacks of those cut apart papers that have these journaling cards on them, or maybe you've got Project Life cards in a basket somewhere. It's really easy to turn them into a fun little card. Hope you enjoyed this and got some inspiration today, and enjoy the rest of the posts on this Make It Monday. See you again soon. Bye-bye.